Welcome to Mexico. Mexico is not just a country, it is a world. It is a land where the dust of ancient empires covers the neon lights of the modern age. Welcome back to Phu Discovery. Today, we journey to the heart of the Americas, a land of vibrant colors, intense flavors, and a history that has been written in blood, gold, and corn. Mexico is a place where the sun burns brighter, and the spirit of the people is as resilient as the cacti of the desert. This is a land of mestizaje, the fusion of indigenous wisdom and Spanish fire. Let us step into the sun. Mexico City, the heart on ancient ruins. We begin in the Zócalo, the massive central square of Mexico City. Beneath these stones lie the ruins of Tenochtitlan, the great Aztec capital that was once called the Venice of the New World. Today, Mexico City is a sprawling megalopolis, a chaotic symphony of 20 million souls. But in the Templo Mayor, you can still feel the heartbeat of the Aztecs. The colonial cathedral stands right next to the ruins of a pyramid, a haunting image of one civilization built directly on top of another. In the neighborhood of Coyoacán, the blue walls of Frida Kahlo's house remind us that Mexico is a land of art, born from pain and passion. CDMX, as the locals call it, is a city that never stops moving, yet it is anchored by ghosts that refuse to be forgotten. Teotihuacan, the city of the gods. Just outside the modern city lies Teotihuacan. Even the Aztecs, who found it long after it was abandoned, called it the place where gods were created. Walking down the Avenue of the Dead, you are dwarfed by the scale of the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. These are not just buildings, they are cosmic geometry made stone. The ancient inhabitants understood the stars better than most modern men. To stand at the summit as the wind whistles across the valley is to hear the silence of a lost era. Teotihuacan remains a mystery, a silent testament to a civilization that disappeared without a trace, leaving only these giants behind to guard the horizon. Oaxaca, the soul of flavor. If Mexico had a soul you could taste, it would be in Oaxaca. This is the land of the seven moles, complex sauces made from dozens of ingredients, including chocolate and chilies. In the markets, the air is thick with the smell of roasting coffee and cocoa. This is where the ancient Mixtec and Zapotec cultures are still alive in the hands of the weavers and the potters. At Monte Alban, the ancient capital carved out of a mountaintop, you see the engineering genius of the Zapotec people. Oaxaca is a sensory explosion. From the smoky intensity of mezcal to the vibrant colors of the traditional dresses, it is a place where tradition is not preserved in museums, but in the daily lives of the people. Chichen Itza, the wisdom of the Maya. In the jungles of the Yucatan, the Maya built a civilization of stone and stars. Chichen Itza is the crown jewel of this empire. The Pyramid of El Castillo is a giant stone calendar. During the equinox, the shadows create the image of a serpent crawling down the temple steps. The Maya were obsessed with time and the movement of the heavens. They built their world with a precision that still baffles modern scientists. Walking through the Great Ball Court, where life and death were decided by a game, you realize that for the Maya, the cosmos was a stage. Every stone was placed with a purpose. Chichen Itza is a reminder that the ancient world was far more sophisticated than we often imagine. Cenotes, the doorway to the underworld. Beneath the Yucatan jungle lies a hidden world. Cenotes, natural sinkholes filled with crystal clear turquoise water. To the Maya, these were not just wells, they were xibalba, the entrance to the underworld. Sunlight filters through the jungle canopy, creating shafts of light that dance in the water like spirits. Diving into a cenote is like entering a cathedral of liquid light. It is cold, silent, and sacred. These underground rivers were the only source of water in this dry land, a gift from the gods that required respect and sacrifice. Guanajuato, the Silver Dream. High in the Central Highlands, the city of Guanajuato clings to the mountainside like a colorful mosaic. This was once the silver capital of the world, a city built on the wealth carved out of deep mines. Its streets are a labyrinth of narrow alleys and underground tunnels. Walking through the Alley of the Kiss, where the balconies almost touch, you feel the romance and history of colonial Mexico. Guanajuato is a city of music, where the callejoneadas, groups of musicians, lead people through the streets in a nocturnal celebration of life. It is a city that feels like a theater, where every street corner has a story to tell. Baja California, where desert meets sea. On the western edge of Mexico lies a different world, Baja California, a narrow peninsula of red deserts and giant cacti sandwiched between the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Cortez. This is what Jacques Cousteau called the world's aquarium. Here, the desert sand collapses directly into the turquoise water. Each winter, gray whales travel thousands of miles to give birth in these shallow lagoons. To look into the eye of a whale in Baja is to realize the deep connection between all living things. It is a land of silence and sun, where the power of nature is raw and untamed. Chiapas, mist and jungle, whispers. In the southern highlands lies Chiapas, a land of mist and rebellion. In the jungle-covered ruins of Palenque, the Maya built a city of incredible elegance. The Temple of the Inscriptions holds the tomb of the great king Pakal, a discovery that redefined our understanding of Maya history. Chiapas is also the heart of the indigenous resistance. In the town of San Cristobal de las Casas, the scent of burning cedar and the sight of colorful textiles remind you that the Mayan people are still here, still fighting for their land and their dignity. It is a land of waterfalls and deep canyons, where the spirit of the revolution is as strong as the jungle itself. Mexico is a country of light and shadow, of ancient bones and modern dreams. It is a land that has been conquered, yet it has never been defeated. The spirit of the Aztecs and the Maya lives on in the eyes of every Mexican. It is a reminder that culture is not a static thing. It is a living, breathing force that evolves and grows. From the pyramids of the jungle to the neon lights of the city, Mexico remains a resilient sun, a beacon of color and life in a world that often feels gray. Thank you for joining Phu Discovery on this journey. Mexico is not just a place you visit, it is a place that enters your soul. Until the next discovery.